Hey folks, Daily Landsblog for the 26th of September, 2018. You notice something here? Huh? Case?
Dress shirt.
A shirt with buttons. Real adult looking shirt here. Huh?
What are the pants like
The
though?
pants
Because I
are...
know something about them that
Really?
maybe I won't share.
Maybe you won't share. You going to extort money out of me now?
They're pajamas.
Ah, I can't hear you. So I was walking out of a speech today, and I was actually standing in front of where I had spoken, and somebody came up to me and started talking to me. And the topic, of course, was mental illness, as it is like 80% of the time. I guess 20% of the time, people still say things like, "Hey, what do you think of the Leafs?" But what I found that was so important about our talk was the fact that he mentioned how he had these thoughts but couldn't use the word suicide. I have these thoughts, and I'm struggling and I'm ashamed, and he wouldn't say the word suicide, and I used the word suicide. I said it. I said, I could tell just by the way he dropped his voice down that this whole conversation was kind of in his own brain inappropriate, that it was off limits, that he shouldn't be talking about this, and that really, I found that to be really sad. And I found that to be really frustrating. And I found it to be really unfair because here you have someone who has, a dreadful illness that has put these thoughts in his head that are of no fault of his own. In what world is it somebody's fault that they have suicidal thoughts? You can't create these. You can't, they hit you. And it seems so unfair that even in 2018 today, it's a really difficult word for people to say. So I tried to tell that to him and tried to tell him that he could learn how to speak about it, but you have to take one tiny step sometime. And just as he walked away, I just thought to myself, there goes a guy with a lot on his plate, and the thing that makes it many times worse is the fact that he doesn't feel like he can talk about it, and society doesn't really encourage him to come out and share and come out and say, hey, I have this illness and this is no fault of my own, because I could see it in his face. I could see this. Well, this is my fault. I have rejected the good things in my life, and somehow I'm abandoning all the things that I value because I'm a bad person. SickNotWeak.com. 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here because dude that I met, he needs us to be here.